Imagine floating weightless in the velvety silence of space, only to see the celestial beings that are born of stardust and mystery. Do they exist beyond our perception? Or do they reside in the metaphysical realms that intertwine with the cosmic energies? Space has always been a matter of interest for humans. Throughout history, we have gazed at the stars, thinking about the anonymities that lie within them. Interestingly, some of these mysteries have been witnessed firsthand by astronauts. From strange lights and objects to unexplained phenomena, these encounters have left many wondering what lies beyond our understanding. Let's look into some of the most intriguing and perplexing things astronauts have reported seeing in space. Flying saucer. In the 1972 Apollo 16 mission, the American astronauts saw a strange object while flying to the moon. They said it looked like a saucer with a dome on top. That was most probably a UFO. However, despite assertions by UFO expert Donald Riles and Japanese engineer Hiroshi Nakamura that it could be an extraterrestrial artifact, NASA's 2004 analysis debunked the notion. The space agency identified the object as an extravehicular activity floodlight boom, not an alien UFO. Gregory Byrne, who led the team at Johnson Space Center, studied the footage and revealed a linear feature attached to the object. Although NASA's findings contradicted the extraterrestrial hypothesis, some people still consider it evidence of an alien presence in space. Bright light beam. The Curiosity rover, which has been exploring Mars since 2014, has captured some incredible images over the years. But one image in particular has captured the imagination of UFO enthusiasts. That was a bright beam of light appearing behind a dune. The image was captured by the rover's right camera, but not by its left camera, which operates a bit slower. This suggests that the light source was turned off very quickly before the left camera had a chance to capture it. NASA has offered several explanations for the light, including a glint from a shiny rock, sunlight, or even a cosmic ray hitting the camera. However, these explanations don't seem to satisfy UFO enthusiasts who believe that the light could be a sign of alien life on Mars. It's certainly an intriguing possibility, and one that has been explored in science fiction for many years. But until there is more evidence, it remains just a possibility. What do you think? Is the light a sign of alien life? Or is there a more mundane explanation? Alien base. In 2009, NASA launched another daring mission called L-Cross. They sent a spacecraft to crash land into a crater on the moon's south pole. This kamikaze mission was designed to collect data about the moon's composition, but as the spacecraft hurtled towards its target, something unexpected happened. The L-Cross spacecraft captured an image of a strange structure that seemed to be built inside this crater. The image sent shockwaves through NASA, with some people even speculating that the mission's true purpose was to destroy an alien base. Analysts who studied the image believe that the structure is artificial and not a natural formation. There's no record of humans ever building anything in that part of the moon, so the existence of an alien base remains a possibility. Just like the L-Cross spacecraft, we want to keep bringing you more thrilling discoveries and space secrets. So hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Alien spacecraft. In 1996, the United States and Italy teamed up to launch a daring mission. They decided to send an experimental tether into space. This was no ordinary tether. It was designed to explore new ways of powering spacecraft and study the Earth's atmosphere from its highest point. But the mission didn't go exactly as planned. Although the tether didn't reach orbit, as it drifted through space, its satellite captured an incredible sight. There was a mysterious bright object floating alongside it. Some speculated that it was an alien spacecraft, while others thought it could be a piece of space debris or even a natural phenomenon. Despite the intense curiosity, NASA has remained tight-lipped around the object's origin. They haven't been able to provide a definitive explanation, which has only fueled the speculation and made the video even more intriguing. UFO. In 1965, during the Gemini 4 mission, astronaut James McDivitt reported seeing an unidentified flying object. The object, which he described as a beer can or a pop can with a protruding pencil-like appendage, sparked widespread media attention and fueled UFO enthusiasts. However, years later, McDivitt revealed that the object he had seen was not, in fact, an extraterrestrial spacecraft, but rather a reflection of bolts in the spacecraft's window glass. Rock statue. A strange rock formation was spotted in 2004 by the Spirit rover, which was exploring Mars as part of NASA's Mars Exploration Rover mission. The formation is located in an area called Gusev Crater, which is thought to have been a lake bed billions of years ago. The rock formation is about 1.5 meters tall and has a humanoid shape with a head, torso, and limbs. It's made of a dark glassy material that is different than the surrounding rocks. Some believe the figure is evidence of ancient alien life on Mars, perhaps a statue left behind by a long-lost civilization. Others think it's a pareidolia moment, that our brains trick us into seeing a familiar shape in something that isn't really there. Are these the signs of extraterrestrial life? Only time will tell. Disc-shaped UFO. Gordon Cooper, one of the original Mercury 7 astronauts, claimed to have seen his first UFO while flying over West Germany in 1951. He was a pilot with the United States Air Force at that time and was on a routine training flight when he spotted a strange object in the sky. He described it as being large, metallic, and disc-shaped. He said it was moving at a high rate of speed, and that it was not an airplane or any other known type of aircraft. Cooper reported the sighting to his superiors, but they dismissed it as a hallucination or a misidentification. He continued to talk about the sighting in private, but he never publicly acknowledged it until the late 1970s. In 1978, Cooper appeared on the Merv Griffin Show and discussed his UFO sighting in more detail, mentioning that he had seen other UFOs over the years and believed in the existence of extraterrestrial life. Giant Man. In 2009, Google and NASA teamed up to create a detailed map of the Moon using images from NASA's satellites. While examining the map, someone noticed a strange figure that looked like a giant man working on the Moon's surface. A video of this discovery was uploaded to YouTube and quickly gained attention, with some people claiming it was proof of alien life. One analyst, Tom Rose, even suggested that the figure resembled the Colossus of Rhodes, a giant statue built in 226 BC. However, there has been no confirmation from NASA or any other authority that this is actually an alien life form. The mystery remains unsolved to this day. Do aliens really exist? And are they sending signs to astronauts about their upcoming arrival? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Space Snake. Retired NASA astronaut Dr. Story Musgrave has shared a fascinating account from his time in space. During 2 of his missions, he claimed to have seen an 8-foot-long white snake in space. According to Musgrave, the snake appeared rubbery due to internal waves and trailed his spacecraft for an extended period. While this sighting remains unexplained, there are plausible alternatives. It's conceivable that the snake-like appearance could have been caused by a detached hose from the spacecraft, or a trick of light reflecting off a surface. Despite these possibilities, Musgrave's documented claims have ignited curiosity among both conspiracy theorists and scientists. What are your thoughts on whether future space missions could incorporate technology to capture clear details of such phenomena, aiding in identification and explanation? Or do Dr. Musgrave's sightings reflect a universal human tendency to find familiar shapes in unfamiliar environments, prompting pareidolia? Green Orb. During his solo journey around the Earth in the Mercury 7 spacecraft, astronaut Major Gordon Cooper reported a peculiar sighting during his 20-second orbit that sparked both curiosity and speculation. Cooper claimed to have seen a green glowing orb approaching his spacecraft. As Cooper navigated through the vastness of space, he noticed the unusual object drawing closer to his capsule. Its vibrant green hue stood out against the darkness of space, captivating his attention and prompting him to report the sighting to Mission Control. Despite extensive analysis and scrutiny, the origin and nature of the green orb remain a mystery. While some have suggested that it could be an extraterrestrial craft or a UFO, there is no concrete evidence to support these claims. Some experts suggest that the green orb could have been a natural phenomenon, such as an unusual atmospheric effect or a rare occurrence related to the interaction of cosmic rays with the atmosphere or spacecraft materials. It's also possible that the green orb was an optical illusion caused by the conditions inside the spacecraft or the effects of prolonged exposure to space. In the absence of other corroborating evidence or observations, it's conceivable that Cooper's perception may have been influenced by the unique environment of space travel. What do you think about it? UFO explosion. In 1978, Soviet cosmonaut Vladimir Kolyvanov saw something strange during his space mission. He noticed a very bright light that suddenly broke apart into many pieces, like an explosion. We don't know how long it lasted, or where it was going, because Kovalyanov didn't say anything regarding this. Kovalyanov told the Soviet authorities about what he saw, but they didn't talk about it publicly or write it in their official records. We only learned about it years later, after the Soviet Union fell apart. People have different ideas about what Kovalyanov saw. Some experts think it could have been a UFO because he was a well-trained cosmonaut. But others aren't so sure and think it might have been something else, like a natural event or a problem with a spaceship. What's really interesting is that the Soviet government kept this sighting a secret. This has led some people to wonder if there's more to the story that we still don't know, like if the government was hiding something, or if it was a classified event. UFO parking lot. Despite being famous for being the first person to walk on the moon and his iconic words, Neil Armstrong is also linked to a controversial claim about encountering UFOs during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. According to the book Aliens and Man, a synopsis of facts and beliefs, Armstrong allegedly sent a secret message to NASA describing huge unidentified flying objects, UFOs, on the moon's far side. He reportedly said, "These babies were huge, sir. Enormous. Oh God, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, there are other spacecraft out here, lined up on the far side of the crater's edge. They're on the moon watching us." But Armstrong never publicly confirmed or denied these claims. His silence on the matter, combined with a lack of concrete evidence, suggests that this story may be more fiction than fact. Armstrong was known for being reserved about his experiences in space, and without reliable evidence, it's challenging to verify the accuracy of these alleged events. However, what would happen if aliens launched a mission to explore Earth? Animal corpses. In the early days of space exploration, scientists sent a monkey and a dog into space to see how they would handle the journey. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and the mission ended in failure. As a result, the bodies of these animals were left in space, where they remain to this day. Astronauts who travel to space have reported seeing them floating in the vast emptiness. It's a sad and eerie sight to imagine. The bodies of these creatures drifting in the darkness of space while astronauts continue their work. However, these sightings are considered a myth by most of the space theorists. Based on scientific knowledge, space is an incredibly harsh environment characterized by extreme temperatures, vacuum pressure, and radiation. Exposure to these elements would rapidly decompose any organic matter, including animal bodies. Even if a body were somehow protected from the harsh environment, it wouldn't simply remain floating in space. Any object in space is subject to the gravitational forces of various celestial bodies. Without propulsion or tethering, a human body would likely be pulled into the orbit of a nearby planet or moon, potentially colliding at high speeds and resulting in complete destruction. Cylinder-shaped UFO. In 1991, Soviet cosmonaut Musa Mana trained his camera on a curious sight while orbiting Earth above the Mir space station. A gleaming cylindrical object, unlike anything previously documented, materialized on the film. The object, estimated to be roughly 30 meters in length, hovered silently near the station, catching the sunlight and reflecting it in a mesmerizing display. Captured in Manarov's grainy yet undeniably captivating recording, the object exhibited a slow rotation on its axis as it traversed the void of space. Its smooth metallic surface suggested an artificial origin, distinctly different from the familiar shapes of natural space debris. The object's deliberate movements and apparent proximity to the station sparked a firestorm of speculation. Could this be the long-sought evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence? Was Manarov a witness to a genuine flying saucer, a vessel from another world? Or was there a more mundane explanation, a technical glitch, or a misidentified piece of space hardware? The scientific community remained divided. Some experts dismissed the footage as a lens flare or a recording anomaly. Others, however, acknowledged the object's unusual characteristics and the possibility of it being something of unknown origin. Manarov, himself a veteran of 2 space missions, insisted on the veracity of his sighting, adding fuel to the mystery. The cylindrical UFO, as it came to be known, became a cornerstone of the lore surrounding extraterrestrial encounters. It captured the public imagination, a tangible image in the vast canvas of the unknown. While its true nature remains elusive, Manarov's recording serves as a reminder of the universe's endless capacity for surprises and the possibility that somewhere in the cosmic expanse, forms of life far beyond our comprehension might exist. Strange lights. In 2005, American astronaut Leroy Chiao, who is the commander of the International Space Station, reported seeing a strange set of lights in space. He and his crew observed the lights as they flew past the station. Chiao described the formation as an inverted V-shape. This sighting has intrigued many people, although some skeptics may dismiss it as it is unsubstantiated. While there is no concrete evidence to explain these sightings, they do raise questions about what might exist beyond Earth. The accounts of astronauts like Chiao offering intriguing glimpses into the unknown, prompting us to wonder about the mysteries of space. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the stories of unusual sightings in space continue to capture the imagination and curiosity of people around the world. Such accounts remind us that there is still much we do not understand about the universe and what might be waiting to be discovered. What are your thoughts on these unexplained sightings? Are you personally intrigued by the possibility of extraterrestrial life? Or do you believe there are logical explanations for these sightings? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.